Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total. I am back here with Shogun 2 Total War, Fall of the Samurai, for mine, at least. So what is going on YouTube? Everything has been going on fine. As for those that have been paying attention to my YouTube channel, I've just recently uploaded a video on Prussia. To be exact, it's titled The Hohenzollern March. I'm probably butchering that name because I don't know German really well, so yes. Because that other game is the Prussia that you see in the video is from another mod. So this game is the original game. Now the reason why I'm showing you this this clip is because I want you guys to realize the difference between the mod I'm going to show you and this game, and this battle, and the normal game. So what is going on? Well, I chose this battle because I had literally fought this battle like, what, 30 minutes ago? So, yes. Anyway, as you can see, you can find these units are a little bit weird. Like, for those who don't know what is going on, of course, you find these, like, color schemes are a little bit weird, and yes, that's because I created them. I created this army in aftermarket conquest, meaning all the colors I chose for this specific army, it's my own army. It's my colors. I chose them. I chose the colors. And for those who don't know by now, my favorite color is blue. A lot of blue here, a lot of blue here, a lot of blue for samurai armor, and yes, we are set in the time of the samurai. That's hence the name Shogun 2, Fall of the Samurai. Fall of the Samurai is Devotion War, which is 300 years before Sengoku Jidai, which is usually the time when you think of samurai. But samurai are still present and are going to be introduced with Western weapons. As you can see, these are Western guns. So yes, good luck. But like with all intros, I have to explain my army. So in my front line, I have a lot of these Black Bear infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I brought 5, I think. Yeah, I brought 5. About 5 Black Bear infantry. And right behind them, I brought a lot of bokachi, which is essentially bow units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those right here. And behind them I have a massive blob of katanakachi, which is essentially like samurai. Katana samurai, my bad. Yeah, that's a lot of units. As a matter of fact, let's just look here. And finally, last but not least, and most probably the important person in my army, is my general. Where's my general? My general is this one. This is Napoleon Total, Emperor Napoleon Total, as I have named him. Nice dude. Okay. Let's look at my allies' army. He's bringing 1 Red Bear infantry, and you can name your units, which is why you see El Soro Dojo. I am butchering Spanish or whatever this language is. This is I'm just gonna call it by the official name. So they have Red Bear infantry here. Another Red Bear infantry, Red Bear infantry here, Red Bear infantry here. He has Tosa riflemen, and that's it for his gun infantry. For his sword infantry, he has a katana kachi, 2 katana kachi, and 1 spear levy, which is interesting. For those who don't know, spears are usually best on the defense and on the offense, and these spear levy are quite bad because they're levy units. He also has bokachi, a lot of bokachi, and which are basically just like archers. The reason why you will deploy archers in when you can deploy guns is self-explanatory, but I'll tell you guys later. He has boki, which is essentially a mounted bowman on horses. He will also have a lot of, I think he has a few cavalry units left and right. Yeah, he does. The general is this guy. Well, actually, no, I don't know where the general is. Let me see if I can find him for you guys. Yeah, this is his general's body. I think this is the general. Yeah, this is definitely the general. So, yeah. Yamamoto. Okay. Let's first play. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm so sorry. This is my the enemy general, the enemy army. As you can see, the enemy is sallying out, which is something It's just definitely a good and bad thing. You guys will see really quick if it's a good and bad thing for us. Now in the front lines, the general for this army is very easy. This dude, this holy crow, massive. I don't know what this thing is called, but it's a huge, massive decoration, and this guy is pretty dang scary on this massive force. This is the enemy general. No. Once again, I cannot pronounce English this time, I guess. Katana Cavalry, and for those, because this unit is just regular followed the samurai, which means he'll be deploying a more Sengoku Jidai era army. Now, you can deploy these two armies in a multiplayer battle, meaning you can literally have an army in the future while this army is in 300 years ago, which is what is happening now. Two follow the samurai armies going against two Sengoku Jidai armies. Continuing down the line, light cavalry, not the best, but is better than my cavalry, which I didn't bring any, or his cavalry, because for those who don't know, Sengoku Jidai cavalry is way better than what we can bring in Fall of the Samurai. We mostly rely on gun cavalry, gun infantry, and guns and artillery. But these guys have the advantage in cavalry, swordsmen, and etc. Once again, another Katana Cavalry, and finally, Naginata Warrior Monk Cavalry, which is give monks Naginatas, which is like these curved blades. I literally would call them war glaives, and put them on horses. That is pretty dang scary. More Naginata Warrior Monk Cavalry. What is this? Great Guard. Okay, so Great Guard is like the elite guard of cavalry. It has if a unit has guard in it, that really means it's a pretty elite unit. Okay, let's look at this army. Yari Ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, Yari Samurai, Naginata Attendants, and Yari Samurai. So Yari Ashigaru are basically like, how do I put it in a nice way? Actually no, I cannot put it in a nice way. Are basically peasants that are given a spear and go to the battlefield and are like, good luck. In our case, it's actually pretty hard because these there's so many of them that it's a little bit problematic, and if they form spear wall, Yari wall, my bad, which is basically like they've been trained to like, essentially like a phalanx formation. Telling you guys too much too soon. Yeah, these guys could be scary. Yari Samurai, which is, for those who don't know, Yari is basically a short spear. These guys actually look amazing. Naginata Attendants, so these war glaives again, and these guys are just like attendants, essentially. That's the best way I can explain it. Bow Samurai, Bow Ashigaru, so basically, militia that has been given bows. A lot more Bow Ashigaru on the walls. Mostly Bow Ashigaru on the walls right here. He has this wonderful unit that scared the creeps out of me when I was assaulting this city. This castle to be exact, it's a castle. Yeah. He has this Tabuso Warrior Monk Hero, which is like, how do I even explain it? These are like massive clubs, like these things, and they give them to warrior monks and like essentially slaughter whoever comes up here. But as you will see later, that is not entirely the case. Another enemy general. Oh great. This guy is less cool. Well, depending on your definition of cool. I believe this guy is less cool than the person that we see in Sallying outside. But this is the enemy general. Another enemy general. What else? Nothing else. So let's start the battle. Obviously, right as we said, the enemy army is going to be sallying out very quickly. And for those who don't know, Shogun 2 battles are very, very quick. And the first thing my ally's gonna do, which I do not suggest, he's very lucky that this guy didn't even get killed, is that the bow key were sent out, and almost instantly, they are being chased by General's Bodyguard and light cavalry. The General's Bodyguard is basically like a cavalry unit, but do not send your general into combat because if your general dies, your army is pretty much gonna fend for itself. Your more elite units will not die, but your other units like Ashigaru are definitely gonna rout, or break. He's basically sending anything up there. I am sending 2 units. One of them is a katana kachi, and their entire goal was to burn this arrow tower. I sent another katana kachi here to burn this arrow tower, which you'll see. The other purpose of them is to literally test the enemy defenses. I mean that literally and figuratively. As you can see, there are cannons right here in these walls, and the second that these guys show themselves, they will be hit by literary cannons, which you can see these cannonballs just bouncing off. Another thing that they have to deal with is bow ashigaru. And I'm literally using these guys to test the enemy defenses to see what can they actually fire at my units. Okay, I have to slow down. Shogun 2 battles are very quick. You see these Tosa he has Tosa riflemen, yes. Firing at these cavalry. These infantry are trying to set up. My infantry is finally open firing on this cavalry. I'm actually targeting the general and this unit right here. I'm hurriedly redeploying a lot of all my infantry, all my gun infantry on the crest of this hill. This enemy cavalry, it's instantly routing a few units left and right. Most of the bokachi are routed. But the good thing for us, is that my allies react very fast and is sending a lot of units to surround them. A bad thing was that I was panicking because we lost Tosa riflemen, and Tosa riflemen are pretty dang elite. I don't have Tosa riflemen, and okay. Sorry guys, I think I should have told you guys in the beginning. You might be asking, for those people who play a lot of Shogun 2 and look at my army and literally watch my videos, they might be asking me the $100 question is, why are you only deploying Black Bear infantry? Don't you have any better infantry? Here's the reason why. I don't. My Avatar Conquest got deleted, so I just restarted. And I actually did want to delete my Avatar Conquest, so yeah. Basically, long story short, it got deleted, and I'm just restarting my entire Avatar Conquest again. As you can see, my units are just trying to form up. The trick about modern units is, when I mean modern, I mean like more modern than the Sengoku Jedi units, is the fact that these guys need time to form up. But when they form up, this is how devastating they are. Let's just watch in the foreground. How do I put it in a nice way? Yeah, this is slaughter. Let me see what is going on. Yes, we are also having an artillery piece, which I forgot to mention because yeah, Armstrong guns by our ally, my ally. We're just blasting these cavalry. Back on this side, yes, Shogun 2 battles happen very fast, occur very fast. Kanana Samurai is burning the gate, and it's burning. These guys are also burning the tower. And the second is on 60%. I pulled him back, which I shouldn't have because these bow ashigaru are shooting at them, and once again the purpose of these guys was to soak up fire. This unit is a little bit more daring. I sent them to assault the archery tower, and before we go on, with all that talking, the rest of his infantry were literally gunned down, cavalry my bad, were literally gunned down by these two units and the rest of my infantry, with help from his guns, of course. Now there's only one unit left, and that is this Great Guard, and it charges literally the back of my katana kachi. And at first I didn't panic because I literally saw these bowmen just firing down. At first I didn't panic, but I realized pretty soon if I wanted to achieve something besides have these guys getting shot and wasting these guys' ammo, I really need to burn this arrow tower quick. So I defeated this unit very quickly, and probably the reason why I defeated them so quickly was because, God, they were only down to a very short strength, and I was trying to burn the tower as fast as possible. You have to realize that this is the funny part. These guys have very long throwing arcs, like literally. Boom. That's a long way. Now I'm moving up my entire army, Black Bear infantry, bokachi, and bokachi, and more Black Bear infantry. Now here's what I had intended for my entire army. As you can see, this is how I do my armies. Entire line right here. My bow's right behind, and I'm eventually going to pull this unit back to lift the walls right here. But the reason why I'm doing that is guns, once again, the downside of gun is that it can only shoot straight. The bows, on the other hand, can shoot in these massive arcs, which is really helpful. So the general idea of my core is have the infantry pull here, shoot at these bow ashigaru, which they do have a clear line of sight, shooting these guys. And the second they retreat, which they will eventually retreat, I'm gonna have my bows shoot them too. So essentially, you stay here, you get shot by my guns, you retreat, you get shot by my bows. Once again, these guys have been literally taking damage left and right, which is essentially, once again, what I wanted. Eventually I realized this is 40%, so I'll just cliff the walls right here. Everything is going, this is the part in which the battle actually slows down. So, yes. We're gonna take this time to talk about my YouTube channel. So what I'm doing these days is recording, Prussia for Total Thoughts mod. I will talk more about that later on, but basically what it means is it's a mod for Fall of the Samurai. And if I weren't clear, I'm sorry if I wasn't clear, because what I meant to say at the beginning of the video was that Fall of the Samurai is an extension to Shogun 2, which is the reason why you can play both Shogun 2 and Fall of the Samurai if you pay money. Alright. Back to the game, and once again for this battle I'm just showing you what actual modern units look like, because the mod I'm going to show you eventually very quick does not look anything like this. But anyway, my Black Bear infantry are opening up, and you can definitely see the carnage that these guns have been doing. Yeah, and they retreat, which is probably the sensible thing, but they've also forgot I have this massive bokachi. And with that happening, I just pull these units back and have my bows do the rest of the job. And we're gonna see right here just how many bows are gonna be landing on these poor guys. Yeah, that is a crazy amount. I think I eventually switch on fire arrows? No, not yet, not yet. Okay. Yeah, so these guys are dying very quickly, and yep, these guys are pretty much done for. These guys, yep, they routed. Okay. Now, at this point, I have to tell you guys something very important that happened. After seeing this guy, his own army, or my friend, my ally, he left the game. So now you might be thinking, oh great, what's going to happen if he leaves the game? Oh, here's what's going to happen. The AI is going to take over. And at first I thought, oh great, we're going to lose, because the AI is not the smartest sometimes, right? To my surprise, for the rest of the battle, it felt like I was actually playing with a human player. So, going back, the AI is actually instantly going to be sending this katana kanji up. And I see these Nagana attendants, and I finally fire arrows and hit at these Nagana attendants. Fire arrows, who don't know, for those historical fans, yes, they're not supposed to be fire arrows. You might as well just attach a ballista with fire flaming balls of death. But anyway, fire arrows are not stupidly accurate at all. Like, I have to break the deal. But fire arrows in this game is supposed to break enemy units, and within seconds this unit is broken. And let's be honest, Naginata Attendants is not the best unit. What I'm doing here, at first I thought I was going to clip the walls, but nope, I decided not to. I also turned these bokachi off fire at will, which means unless I tell them to fire at something, they will not fire at something, which is great. Because in my dictionary, how to successfully siege out a place is to whittle the enemy down. Now, he is deploying his Red Bear infantry. The AI is deploying its Red Bear infantry against Bulletproof Yuri Samurai and Bulletproof Samurai. The enemy, our enemy Wildlife, I think. Yeah, Wildlife smartly moves them off the fort. And as you can see, artillery is a pretty big pain for our enemy. As you can see, I'm clumping up my men, and that is literally try to shield them from anything. And I also realized that there were not heavy bow units. When I mean heavy bow units, I mean a lot of bow units around this area, so I can afford to clump them up. Usually I would suggest not to, but at this point I'm just like trying to use this part of the wall as a barrier. What else am I doing? Oh yes, he has this unit of Bulletproof Samurai. Oh dear god. Wildlife has this unit of Bulletproof Samurai, which, are they bulletproof? Against the guns in the Sengoku Jedi arrow? Yes. Against my guns, I have never officially tested them. So we're actually going to test to see if these guys could actually get killed by bulletproof. But obviously arrows are going to do literally nothing against these guys, because if they can stop arrows, I mean, if they can stop matchlocks, then they can definitely stop arrows. But one thing that they cannot stop is artillery. And we have literally Armstrong guns right here, just targeting this unit, which is not a bad choice, like seriously. You see right here, I finally deployed 2 units of line infantry right here. I'm trying to desperately get the rest of my army right here. And at this point you can say that we officially won the game, because like this guy sallied out his entire army, and I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I think me and my allies, well, when my ally was still here, we reacted pretty well. He did lose a few units left and right, which is understandable. But yeah. What am I doing right now? I am cliffing the walls, scaling the walls. Now, for those who don't know, Shogun 2 castles in Japan are essentially like this. You have an outer layer, which is right here. You have an inner layer, which is right here, and then you have the inner layer. Now, historically, this is the keep of the castle, the Tetsu, which is basically where the lord or shogun or whatever, the high-ranking official lives. This is usually the last stand defense place, but to make it fair, Shogun 2 didn't put this as part of the castle. It's just that you have a base. So whoever controls this flag right here basically gets a morale bonus. So continuing on, I am scaling these troops, and I forgot to put them on fire at will. So the second they're gonna come up here, they're not gonna shoot anything, which is not supposed to happen. What they're supposed to do is open fire. And I forgot to put them at fire at will. But these bulletproof samurai are gonna have an easy time against my guys. I think I turned fire on. Yes, I finally turned fire on will, and we're just actually gonna see how well they do. Okay, I have to admit most of my shots were missing because. Okay, that guy was shot point blank range. Okay, I can say that modern guns take 2 shots to hit these guys, but the other unit I clipped right here was sent to line up and open fire at these guys. But seeing that these guys are already routed, I turned this unit here, put this unit here, because I was literally afraid of this Shigaru unit just coming around this corner and just killing me. Attacking my Black Bear infantry. Yes, I have to agree. Victory is assured. The second they sallied out, victory is kind of assured. But once again, this is not the hardest battle in the game. This is not the hardest battle. This is just to show you how guns work. Well, actually, no. I think you guys know how guns work, but just to show you guys how the game works. And yep, my Black Bear infantry is shooting these poor guys who are trying to hold off massive waves of AI attackers, which, let's be honest, the AI has actually been doing pretty good. Yeah, look at the dead right here, this one place. Yep. And I keep moving up. I keep moving up these lines to form an official line, but these arrows from these units are really hurting me. Yeah. Yep. Yep, these guys finally rout, and as you can see, the timer is starting, and that's because I had a katana unit right here cliff the walls and go to this keep and capture it. You might be thinking, wait, why isn't the enemy reacting? Why isn't the enemy doing anything? To be honest, I don't know. I actually don't know. I thought he was going to react by sending something here. He eventually does, but we'll see what unit he sends. Actually, no, we will see right now. He send the warrior monk heroes, which once again I was not prepared to deal with. I was literally at first I thought, oh, I'm gonna win, and then I just see how many kills these guys got on the charge, and I realized, oh, we're in a hard time. As you can instantly see, my units instantly, when faced against these warrior monk heroes, instantly run away. And yeah, that's not a good sign. I am, of course, sending more units to cliff these walls. And for those who don't know, cliffing these walls is not an easy thing. Yes, you can climb up these walls, which is why we don't have siege engines. Problem? Eventually you can see some people falling left and right. I'm trying to give you guys a good example. But they will fall, and they will fall to their deaths because they do not grab a hold of something. That was a lot of friendly fire right there. But I guess it was worth it because now I have my bows ready. Yes, I do have my bows ready right here. They're just lining up, and I'm eventually gonna put them to fire. Not yet, maybe. I think now. Yes, finally they open fire. And the first thing I target is, I think this, this bow unit, a bow Ashigaru. And they don't last very long, let's just be honest. I have like, what, a lot of bow units firing at them. Then let's be honest, my units are 90 while his bow Ashigaru units are 150. That is just a normal balancing issue. As you can see, my samurai, my katana kashi are just storming into this part of the wall, and because in the early stages that he used so many ammo on another katana kashi, now most of his bow Ashigaru are out of ammunition, which is why I'm just slaughtering literally and figuratively. Yeah. This unit right here has been just butchering this unit. Eventually they just stood here while as you can see right here, they just stood here for whatever reason, and I just came over and butchered them. At this point, my units are just trying to salt through this thickly dense wall. Buddhist statue right here. I think it's Buddhist. Actually, no, I think it is probably Buddhist. And yeah, this is a pretty interesting battle already. Yes, we've taken an enemy tower. After I killed this unit with the help of the AI, I've taken the arrow tower, and what I'm gonna do right now is gonna burn the gate. But eventually, as we can see, that was not needed because the enemy will eventually rout. I did send up another unit of these Black Bear infantry, and the goal was to literally kill the general. And did it work? Wait, whoa, 1 second. That general has a gun? Not anymore. Yeah, I'm setting another katana kashi through, and I'm having them to deal with these Yuri Ashigaru. And I don't think they're formed in shield wall. Yeah, artillery is sometimes a good thing and a bad thing. Artillery, you could be very devastating to the enemy. It also could be very devastating to yourself. I don't think I have to say that, but look at all my arrows that I'm throwing into this core unit of Yuri Ashigaru. Arrows from my own archers, of course. And once again, I am sending my units through, and they're just breaking the enemy. Finally, we retake this square. The first time we retook, we were driven back by some angry warrior monks. I actually don't know what happened to those warrior monks. I think they shot them all. And finally, I also send my one unit of katana kashi here with the help of the AI. But yeah, it is a glorious victory, to be honest with you. Yep. The Sallies was what really ended the game for my opponent. Yeah, if he would have defended, sieging these castles are extremely hard. Like if the person who sallied out right here didn't attack so roughly, we could have essentially won. Lost, my bad. They could have essentially won, but yeah. Just to give you a show, like, look at how many dead horses we had. In battle. We're just gonna look, yeah. So, sometimes sally out can really help you. Sometimes sally outs will destroy your army almost instantly. But in this case, I think we did a pretty dang good job at containing our enemy forces. The enemy counterarmament. Yeah. There's sometimes I did it. Well, that's for a later video, so yes. Most have been killed in a battle. That's pretty sad. Let's see the person who's selling out fast. This dude, he deployed 500, around 500 men. He lost 478, and he killed 708. Now, is it worth it? No. It was not enough damage. It was not enough. He didn't do quite as well as he should have. But in the given situation, if I were to sally out, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't sally out. That's the problem. As a matter of fact, at that point, he had no choice because his entire army was captured. For me, this was actually one of my best siege battles, and the reason is I don't really play siege battles. Wildfire did actually pretty good. He only killed 961, but hey, yeah. The AI here, well, at first, the enemy here, and the AI had to essentially, he was a little bit more reckless than I was, but then at the end of the battle, I only lost 738. So yes, that once again is the end of the battle. Just wondering, what is my most unit kills? Yes, Black Bear Infantry. This was the unit that gunned down the cavalry and was first through the walls to gun down the bulletproof infantry. So yes, that is pretty much it for this episode. I hope you guys got a good interpretation of how modern warfare works in this game, and eventually I'll be seeing you. I'll be doing the campaign on Prussia. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.